Hello and welcome. Today we're talking about how do-it-yourself background checks can be very expensive. So stay tuned. This is a little show we call A Day in the Life of a Private Investigator. We share real stories and real cases about real situations that us as private investigators deal with on a daily basis. Today we're talking about DIY, do-it-yourself background checks, and how they can be super expensive. So many clients take it upon themselves to do their own research online through databases and other resources to develop criminal information before making an offer or before hiring someone. In this situation, we had a loan processing company come to us because they needed to do a background check on a very critical hire that they were going to be putting into place. One thing they failed to mention was the fact that the offer had already been extended and it was not a conditional offer before we got involved. They did their own research and found some very, very damning evidence and information that they wanted us to verify. First question that we asked was, did you get consent to do the background check? Whether you're doing a background check in-house or you're outsourcing it, consent is required. In this situation, the client said no, they had not. So by the time we had gotten involved, they had uncovered some very critical information that would potentially be an obstacle to hiring this person. However, they had already sent out the offer. They had already gotten acceptance. And when we got involved, after doing our research, we determined that the information uncovered was actually more damning and more impactful to the credibility of this applicant than they had even expected. Before we could even deliver the report and give them an update, this particular applicant had already had his attorney prepare a demand letter for approximately $30,000 to settle this situation involving unauthorized use of a background check on an individual before the report had even been delivered. In this situation, they could have fought it, they could have settled it, or at the end, they cannot hire the person because of the credibility issues that were uncovered. However, I don't know what the ultimate outcome of this was. However, tens of thousands of dollars would have been spent either in settlement or in litigation to deal with this situation. The moral of the story is this: before you hire someone, consult with a background screening provider who understands disclosures, authorizations, state and federal compliance. Get consent, do the background check appropriately, and if you need to take adverse action based on the findings, consult with an expert. Talk to an HR consultant and employment attorney, and work with the screening company that understands these procedures. Thanks so much for tuning in to A Day in the Life of a Private Investigator with me, Tim Santoni. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks.